Almost.
Okay, it's day 3 in the boatyard. Yesterday, day 2, I drove to Fort Lauderdale and Miami to drop off the propellers at a company to get them. What are we doing to the propellers? Tuned. They're getting tuned.
Make sure they're straight.
They had a slight little bend in them. It really hadn't been affecting our performance much. We were still getting 8 to 9 knots, so that was fine. But it's just the right thing to do to get them bent back where they're supposed to be. And then I picked up the kids. They were at my parents' house for the week, and now they're going to be helping us. And Carter's still here. He's doing all of our... What do you do, Carter?
I basically just help mom and dad however way possible.
He mainly helps keep us hydrated, which is amazing, and then grabs tools that we need. And then yesterday, Chris started sanding a lot. He got a lot of sanding done. And what are you doing today?
More sanding.
Yay.
Yep.
Oh, and you also fixed the front.
Yeah, I did some bearing and took care of some chips and some little gouges we had up on the bow of the boat. We probably got another day or two of prep work before we can start sanding, or start painting, I mean.
All those are from the anchor just going bang, bang, bang. And our 10 receives just went boom, boom, and it was some fun times.
You and I have different definitions of the word fun.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
using it currently in a sarcastic way.
All right. Carter, keep us hydrated. We're going to start sanding.
The thing I do for them is while my mom's sanding, I help film for them all, which includes my mom getting dressed up in her little bunny suit.
My bunny suit. In flip-flops, of course.
Yeah, and flip-flops.
This is hot as Hades in here. It's like a sweat machine is what it is. A little big. Whew. Feel like a marshmallow. This one doesn't have a head thing. Think I'll be okay?
I think we have special ones that are just heads.
And mask. Oh, do you have your goggles I can use today?
Yes, I actually brought them for that reason.
I'm gonna use goggles today because the last time I did this, my eyelids hurt. Like I couldn't even touch my eyes. Oh, and I need gloves too because my hands turn black. So, you got gloves on?
How you doing, Mom?
So I traded suits with Chris because he didn't fit in this one, and I have a hoodie. And then because my eyelids have been hurting, I'm gonna try using goggles today. See if that helps any. So now we're gonna be fully covered, and I'm gonna wear gloves and gloves. All right.
Head all the way to your, well, not your feet, but your ankles.
That's fine. All right. I got the stripe all off. This is July and it's got a heat advisory. Man, it's just hot. Like it's hot as Hades here. So we're gonna go take a break, get some Publix pub subs, sit in the AC for an hour in the car, and then keep working. But I got the boot stripe off and I'm getting a lot sanded down. Chris, what have you?
The biggest thing we're doing is getting this, top 6 to 8 inches. It was just so thick. And you can see it was all flaking like this. And when we get it knocked down, it's going to make a big difference as far as holding the paint better. Same thing with around both struts. Got all that old paint that never been really prepped properly off. So now we got a good base. I get maybe 2 more days of sanding. I bet we're painting Monday, Tuesday.
Yay, I love sanding. Sanding's my favorite.
After a very successful lunch, what are we doing now?
So I'm now gonna stand on the truck and sand the front of the boat. And Carter's doing a great job keeping us hydrated, keeping us whatever we need, batteries, sandpaper. It's hot as Hades. The heat index is up to 118. So Chris just ran to Publix again, and but we're gonna leave my car on with the AC running for a little while because now the back deck where all the kids were sitting hanging out,
It's in the sun
now. So we're just gonna have to work in the shade, do the best we can. We might have to take a break around 5 or 6 o'clock. It should cool off a little bit. We might get thunderstorms today too. So
from 4 on is when it says.
that cold front would be
Excellent.
glorious.
I am amazing, and I know it.
Well, the wind started, and it started pretty intense, so the storm is coming. We're going to pack up super fast. Everything started making lots of noise. We're going to pack up and head out for the afternoon. I got the entire rub rail sanded and done, and the coolness feels good, but it's going to start pouring on us is the problem. So this is where like my eyelids have just been killing me. I did sunglasses and goggles, but it is what it is.
How's it coming, Mom?
Huh?
How's it coming?
Good. Here.
Defog them?
Yeah. Cleaning my glasses for me?
Yeah.
So Carter
There you go.
sits right there and watches us.
Yeah, I just watch them, and that's my job, is to help them both. I am not for hire. I do not like doing this.
Neither are we. Neither are we. We don't want to do this. Well, no, Chris is. Chris is for hire. I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't like this job.
Yeah. Okay to be in the back here.
Yeah, that should be good. Well, we got another storm coming, afternoon lightning storm, so we got to kind of pack up real quick. Lightning's within a mile, and we don't work in the lightning. So, I guess our day's cut short. Here's Carter.
We're packing up.
There's a thunder. Lightning's just not far. All these lightning rods over here, it doesn't make for a safe working environment.
In fact, right where they haul out boats, there's an all-metal boat, giant boat.
Steel, yeah.
Steel boat. They said it's been struck by lightning multiple times. So,
Yeah. Yep.
Come on, packing up.
Time to pack. And now the rain. Woo. Come on, Chris. Well, my radar says that this storm is going to be here for a while. Chris just finished. This is what we expected, though. I'm glad we weren't painting today. Just sanding and sanding. So, oh well. It's only 5 o'clock. We kind of wanted to work till like 7. But this is supposed to last till about 7. Crazy out there. You can see the... Woo! That's some wind.
I'm afraid my boat's gonna tip over.
Oh my gosh, look at the slings. Thanks, Carter. Okay, go get in Dad's car.
Take your shirt off and then get your car. Let's go. He's got to pee.
This wind is fierce. Don't turn, don't flip, don't fall down. Back to the hotel we go.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's Boatyard edition of
Talking from our aft. We are on the boat today. Last week we were behind it and you saw the full top to bottom.
So yeah, we're much more elevated. You can see all the boats behind us in the boatyard there.
All the lightning sticks.
But in today's video, we did what?
Sanding. We spent 6 days sanding the boat. So we're going to talk about sanding today and prepping to do a bottom job.
Really, it's 2 words. It sucks.
Yep, that's about all we got. So it does. It really sucks. We spent 6 days sanding. Really, that was because Chris was pulling shafts and props and propellers, and so I don't sand as high and I don't sand as fast. I'm not as strong.
It wears on your body because you're holding the sander up, or there's never a comfortable position. The hull is curved and
it's hot. Those paper suits are like lined with plastic, and I mean the sweat was unreal.
Yeah, you get out of the paper suit and it's like you just got out of the ocean fully clothed.
Fully wet everywhere. And Carter was sweet enough. He'd like constantly come bring us a drink and make us drink stuff with electrolytes in it. So we were fine and hydrated. But we'd have to stop every so often, like once every hour or two. Just sit for like 20-30 minutes in the car with AC. But
it's also the hardest. We picked like the hottest time of year to do it. We had record heat index and everything this last week, so it just sucked. But
yeah.
that's there's nothing really crazy about like a bottom job. You sand anywhere where old paint's failed. You just like you would on a house. You scrape away, sand away that failed paint, and if it gets down to fiberglass or gel coat, you do a coat of primer, and then you'll paint on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's sand, remove old stuff, and then prime and paint. But the paint is expensive. That's what costs a lot.
Yeah.
And then the labor, it's labor intensive. And so if you're paying someone to do this, that's why a lot of folks will go to like other countries. They'll go down to
like Guatemala is a popular one.
I've heard Panama's another one.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're saving on labor.
Yeah.
And that's really the main thing.
Yeah, because the bottom job normally we talked about last week is like $5 to $10 grand depending on your boat. 3 to 5 for.
Yeah, our boat size would be like $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
I know there's a 60-foot Hatteras that I was working on, and he paid 10 grand. He had some blister repair to work on, about $1,000 of that, and then the rest was bottom job. And so $10,000 for a 60-foot boat.
Yeah.
Paying someone else to do it.
Versus like in Guatemala, I think you're paying 30 cents on the dollar, so 20 cents on the dollar.
I don't know.
Something like that. So it's like a fourth the cost, if not less.
Didn't, what's his name, paint his Nordhaven, his whole hull and bottom and everything, and it was like
$2,200 or something.
I thought it was like 10 grand, but it was like something that would have cost like 60 or 70 grand here.
Yeah, something. So, I mean, you're getting a great deal. And then the sanding on the hull, where we're going to paint the boat gray, we really just scuffed it up mostly.
We had some spots on the front of the bow that we need to do some repair work.
Yeah.
The tough part with topside paint, it's shiny paint, and so it shows all your blemishes. And so the more prep work and the nicer you make the boat before you put your first coat of primer and paint on, the nicer the finished product's going to be. Bottom paint is very thick, covers a lot of faults, and it's going to be in the water anyway, so only your diver is really going to see it. So they're kind of 2 different prep procedures, but they're basically the same. One's just more detail oriented and the other's a little more forgiving.
Yeah, but Chris and I both use different sanders. I like a little small sander with batteries, so it's light and easy to use. And he uses a bigger, heavier.
It's a corded. I think it's a 6-inch instead of a.
And it goes.
5-inch.
It's rough, like not rougher. It's stronger, more powerful,
more aggressive.
And so yeah, that's. I mean, there's really not much else to tell. We sanded and sanded a week of sanding and preparing before we paint the boat. And then next, we're going to paint the boat.
Yeah. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoying these boatyard videos. If it's something that you have a boat and you want to have it done, or you want some help doing it, feel free to reach out to me, Captain Chris Knapp.
Don't call me.
No, but in seriousness, that is how we pay the bills, is me being a boat mechanic, and
That's
I'm
what he
not
does.
a fan of doing, honestly, the painting and the grinding. But if you need help pulling propellers, swapping out cutlass bearings, pulling your shafts, I can manage your boatyard project. If you want to have someone done but you're out of town or out of state, you need someone to keep on top of the guys to make sure it gets done. That's the kind of stuff I do. So.
Also, let's plug, Chris started his own YouTube channel, Captain Chris Knapp, on YouTube, and you can also email him at captainchristknapp@gmail.com.
Yep.
We are anywhere from Fort Pierce up to Cocoa Beach on the east coast of Florida.
We'll even go down to Lauderdale, so if you need something, I will. But, if you need stuff done on your boat, changing out hoses, you want to go through your engines, you want to go through your electrical, you want to learn how to do your own maintenance. That's part of the consulting I do. I teach people how to do their maintenance. I'll go out with people. They'll do it, but I'll be right there with them, holding their hand, walking them through the process. And just really, I find what I do mostly for that is I demystify it. I take the fear out. It's not a scary process, but until you've done it, it's kind of intimidating sometimes. You want to learn how to drive your boat. You want to practice. You need to learn about your systems. You're not sure what certain stuff is. All that stuff that I do. So feel free to reach out. Same thing with the brokering. If you're looking to buy a boat and you do this, I've had 2 or 3 phone calls today even. New buyers looking to do this, so I point you in the right direction and then tell you how I can help you and what you can do and where I can be of help for you. So if you go to the Captain Chris Knapp Facebook page or Captain Chris Knapp on YouTube, you got all of our contact information there, phone number, email. Thanks again for watching.
Enjoy your journey.